What's up, everybody, and welcome to Weekday Wagers. We're live right now at the not exactly the halftime spot yet, but we're close enough. We figured we'd come on live as we count down a magnificent game as I'm watching over here to my left here, watching this game and making sure I'm enjoying it as we had a big pass. Robbie, what up, man? How are you?
I'm doing great, DG. Seabass, how you doing, man?
I'm enjoying my Sunday night. It's been a long week and a long day, and I'm enjoying it.
I feel you. Where you got your Reese's Pieces shirt. Always a big fan.
Well, it's the off season. We got to continue to support, and I haven't been able to talk about her so much lately since I've been so busy. I figured I might as well do it now.
Yeah.
Did you guys catch the Victoria's Secret show?
Excuse me?
The Victoria's Secret show?
I didn't know Victoria's Secret was like literally still a thing. Great catch by JSN.
I also didn't know until she was on it. So,
oh, that's one way to find out. Well, so I'm guessing she was walking down the runway.
I don't know. She wasn't shooting basketballs. I'll tell you that.
Okay. All right. Well,
I didn't watch it. To be honest with you, I didn't watch it.
Yeah. I don't believe you one bit.
Called the highlights on Twitter.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. All right, well, Kim's here. She's like, "Whoa, look who it is!"
Oh,
yeah,
what's up, Kim?
We got rid of Mark and was able to bring in a better looking version, a better version, just overall. No, but Mark's enjoying himself after a big Buffalo Bills win. He was at the game, hanging out with T Swift. As well as RJ, who is always here, one of the OGs, and so they got a picture together. Go check it out on his Twitter at Better Days Ahead. If you're interested how the guys looked, you saw them hanging out in the wild, not behind I guess it still is behind a screen because you're seeing it, but still you're seeing more of their body, more than just their nipples down. Like you're seeing the nipples down at that point, which is usually don't see us, but nipples up. Does that make sense?
A little bit.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, looking at this game, we were briefly talking for maybe a minute before we went live because I'd rather just go live and let's just discuss it and look at this game. Seabass, you had an interesting thought because we haven't exactly looked at how we're going to bet this game just yet. But your thought in the very beginning was to maybe fade Seattle and lay into Washington, even though it's the opposite of the score right now.
Yeah, only because I feel like the way the game is set up, and you look at games as they progress, usually teams that get up big early, they kind of, throttle back a little bit. I think we're not going to see Sam Darnold throw the ball as much in the second half. I think you're going to see a lot more possession and clock management, and Washington's going to have to force the ball. I mean, they're down, 3 touchdowns at this point?
Maybe 4.
Yeah, maybe more. I mean, they looked terrible. They can't run the ball. So I like Jaden Daniels to have some big numbers in the second half. He usually has some second half magic anyway.
Unless he gets pulled, though. That's the only issue. And Robbie, how do you stand on that? Because I am very iffy, and I know me and you are very hesitant to bet on this game. I haven't seen anything I love yet. But are you the same side as Seabass? Like maybe that's how we lay into this game?
Yeah, very much so. And like you just said, if Seattle does somehow get a touchdown here and it's 35-7, depending on that third quarter goes, if Washington still can't get that ball movement with Jaden Daniels already having injuries, why would you even leave him in there in the game you're not even going to win? Keep him healthy and move on to the next week at that point.
Well, and as you said earlier before we start the show, Seattle gets the ball out of halftime. And so this is a 2-for-1 at this point. Like they have a chance to score, double up and get some extra points. And so at this point, that's something to pay attention to, especially if you're betting one side or the other. It's hard to look at Seattle right now because, one, they're bringing Jason Myers on at this point. That would put it up 31-7. Is that correct? That if he makes this?
Yeah. So
at that point, it's not as big of a hole, but coming out of the third quarter, maybe we target some third quarter numbers for Seattle, and that's something we can look at. So I'm going to go ahead and put you on that. That's your expertise, Robbie, third quarter numbers as we start to wind this thing down. And as soon as this either hits or misses, we'll be able to have a real live number and look at some of these other numbers. And it's, in all honesty, it's one of those games where it's hard to bet it's hard to really find an edge because it's so lopsided. But we'll find it if we can. But right now he is about to snap the ball and kick it. Mark would not be anywhere close to the same level we are.
No.
It looks like it is good.
It's good.
31-7. So that's where we stand. All right. So let's go look at the numbers real quick. I'm going to briefly go over that before we dig in to some of the players and their numbers. But Jaden Daniels, 64 yards passing and an interception. The other side, you have 15 of 15. Sam Darnold for 256 yards, a completion percentage of 100, a passer rating 158.3, incredible with 4 touchdowns. But let's then go to his running backs. Kenneth Walker's not doing a lot, 26 yards. Charbonnet, 11 yards. And then his receivers, 119 yards for JSN. And then I don't even know who C. White is. Who is C. White?
Cody White. That was his first touchdown pass of his career. So,
tight end, right?
Not a big name. I think he's a receiver. I think he's a receiver.
Okay.
Receiver.
Yeah, I think.
Okay. Cody White.
90% short. Receiver.
All right. And then Horton, and then the other tight end, Arroyo, 26 yards and a tutter. So Horton's got 2 touchdowns, 3 targets. Crazy. All right, let's go look the other side. There's not much happening on this side. Rushing, Jaden Daniels, leading rusher, 37 yards at a tutter. And then Rodriguez, 24 yards. Krosky Merritt, 15 yards rushing, not a lot. Ertz is leading receiver with 21 yards. And so looking at all of that, is there anywhere, Robbie, that you're thinking like, hey, this might be the guy that I would kind of, I guess, hone in on?
So I think since Seattle didn't get the touchdown, they only got the field goal. I feel like their first drive out of the half, they may try to put the nail in the coffin. Okay. They may try to go down and score a touchdown.
Okay.
I don't hate JSN at 20-plus receiving yards in the third quarter. It's one of those where he could get it on one reception. He's already got, I think, 3 or 4 20-plus yard receptions. You can get that at plus 108 at FanDuel right now. So I don't hate him 20 yards in the third quarter. I just think it's really going to bank on that first drive. But I think they're going to go down and try to score on the first drive and call it a night.
Seabass?
I like Walker and Charbonnet. I don't even know what the numbers are, but I like them to get a lot more touches here in the second half. So whatever that number is, I don't want to say I don't care. There's a number that's probably too high. But I think, listen, I like Robbie's thought process on trying to put the game away, get a touchdown early in that third quarter on that opening drive. I like that a lot. And then after that, it's got to be all those 2 guys just running it. Now, you mentioned something about, pulling Jaden Daniels. Listen, the Redskins, the Commanders, whatever you want to call them, they run that organization the way Dusty Baker manages pitchers. They are going to run it. They're not pulling Jaden Daniels. I don't care. And maybe unless it's late in the fourth, they're going to let that kid go until they think there's absolutely 0 chance. Like giving up a home run or a grand slam in the 8th after 130 pitches. Okay, maybe this guy's had enough. Let's go to the bullpen. I mean, Dusty Baker is the worst manager of pitchers of all time, and the Commanders are the worst management of quarterbacks in the NFL.
I did not have Dusty Baker on my bingo card for tonight.
No.
Looking at that number, looking for Kenneth Walker, he is currently sitting at, I believe it was 26 yards rushing, Charbonnet at 11 yards rushing. So thinking about those 2, I'm looking at the numbers here, and Kenneth Walker, 56.5 is his number, so he needs 31. He had 26. Probably going to lean on him a little bit more, but do they also go away from him and maybe go to the second string in Charbonnet, who has 11 rushing yards, 34.5 is his number. That's the lowest I see anywhere else. It's 37.5 at FanDuel, 34.5 at DraftKings, and 34.5 at BetMGM. They seem to have mirrored each other on their live numbers. Do you like either one of those there, Seabass?
I like the Charbonnet number a lot, actually.
Okay.
I know Kenneth Walker gets the majority of the touches, but I think Charbonnet has the more explosiveness to be able to break one more than Walker. I think when Walker is getting those touches, I think there's a little bit more focus on him, whereas Charbonnet is a little bit more shifty and doesn't get quite the intense looks on defense and has an easier time breaking off a bigger run. I like that Charbonnet number a lot.
All right, so you want to make that an official play?
Yeah.
All right, let's make it an official play. We'll go Zach. Kenneth Walker. You said Kenneth Walker, right?
No, Charbonnet.
Charbonnet.
Over the 34.5.
Okay, we'll go to Zach Charbonnet at the 34.5. We'll go ahead and put that in here, and we'll have everything ready for you. But also, looks like in the chat we just had a message from Boogie. Says 9.5 for receiving yards for McNichols. Jeremy McNichols of the Redskins. He currently doesn't have a catch or yard. Do you like that at all, Robbie? Jeremy McNichols.
Yeah, I actually played his receiving prop at the beginning of the game before it started, because usually that's what Washington does with him. They throw him the ball a lot more. Seattle's actually given up, I think, at least 18 plus receiving yards to the running back in every game this season. And I think he's better than Ja'Cory Crosky-Merritt right now as far as the passing game goes. I like that prop more than I like anything of Ja'Cory Crosky-Merritt's.
All right, we'll go ahead and get that. As y'all continue to break down the game, I'll go ahead and get these in. So, Boogie, we do like the McNichols one. Robbie, do you have an official play? And then I'll get our first two plays put in here for the people.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and roll with what I was saying with the Jackson Smith and Jigba. I'm going to take his third quarter receiving prop.
Okay.
Pull it back up. I had it
20 plus, right?
Yeah, it was 20 plus. I'm just trying to get you the number. 20 plus at plus 106.
All right, plus 106. All right.
Yep.
All right, well, as y'all keep digging into this game, I'll get y'all set up here. But is there anything else that you're looking at as y'all discuss this game? Robbie?
AJ Barner is interesting. He's at 16 right now. His number's 21.5. I don't mind looking at AJ Barner to get at least 6 more yards. Let me see if DraftKings has a better number, because it seems like you've been giving me better numbers from DraftKings. But yeah, so AJ Barner, 20.5 receiving yards. That's minus 115 at DraftKings. I am going to make that an official play. I think we're going to see some AJ Barner receptions in this second half.
All right, so you're going AJ Barner as I get this completely get this going. Do you like anything else there, Seabass?
So I just pulled up rushing yards, and I was very leaning towards taking Ja'Cory's under, just because I think Washington's going to have to throw the ball here. He's currently sitting at 15 yards. FanDuel's got his line at 20.5 yards. That's 6 yards. You can't throw every single down. Give me his over 20.5 at minus 114. I think he's going to get at least 5 more carries throughout this game. And if he can't get 6 yards on 5 carries, I'll take it. Give me his over. I like getting 6 yards at minus 114.
All right, and that's for Ja'Cory Crosky-Merritt, correct?
That is correct.
All right.
AKA Bill.
Bill. All right, I'm going to get these try to get these in here if I possibly can. So right now we're sitting at Zach Charbonnet over 34.5 receiving yards at minus 118. I believe you said AJ Barner over the 20.5.
Rushing.
Charbonnet on
right. Sorry, rushing. You're right.
Yeah.
Rushing. And then AJ Barner over the 20.5 receiving yards, right?
Right.
Okay. And then JSN, the third quarter.
Third quarter, 20 plus receiving yards. That's
Gotcha.
plus 106.
Yep. And all right. And then what would Ja'Cory Crosky-Merritt? Is that over 20.5, correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll get these. I'll try to get these all put in here real quick as we continue on. So third quarter, 20 plus. So if you're playing along with us, please know that we're trying to get these all in for you to make sure that everybody understands what we're playing tonight. So we're all on the same page. And so it's definitely tough to get these in, especially live. That's the hardest part.
Well, and considering the type of game we're having, it's hard to really find some edges when it's 31-7 at halftime.
100%.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where we're at right now, is we're trying to find the edges that, will honestly that hit, because we don't want to lose. We don't want to lose money. That's the idea.
I just put some money on that. I definitely wanted to hit.
All right. Let me make sure I have the AJ Barner number, and then I think we should be good here as we continue on. So yeah, same thing. All right, so let's ride with it here as I'm going to go ahead and get this ready to bring up on the screen. But it looks like having 4 plays out of this game is by far more than I expected us to have because of the way this thing has looked. This thing has been nasty, ugly. But let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and bring it up here. But let's get to this. All right. So Zach Charbonnet over 34.5 rush yards at minus 118. JSN third quarter, 20 plus receiving yards at plus 106. AJ Barner over the 20.5. That's supposed to be receiving yards at minus 114. And then Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt over the 20.5 rushing yards at minus 114 as well. So those are the four that we have. As y'all break this down, I'm going to correct this screen. But Boogie is asking a question. And Robbie, if you two guys will take this, any TDs on the Commander side you're looking at, DraftKings has a live TD boost.
Zach Ertz would probably be my best bet. He's the one that's getting all the targets. If they can get down low in the red zone again, he's the one I trust the most to get looks in the red zone. I would say Zach Ertz. Not sure what his line is, but that's probably where I would go if I were you.
I agree 100%. That was going to be my play as well. FanDuel's got him at plus 200.
Okay, love that.
Yeah, I think that's a great pick.
If you're on DraftKings, I can tell you real quick, Boogie, because I got the same. I think I got the same boost as you. So he's plus 190. I already used my boost earlier today, but he's plus 190 on DraftKings. Your boost should put you right at where Seabass told you it's at FanDuel.
Wow, they don't even have FanDuel doesn't even have a Jalen a line for Daniels there. That's crazy.
For a touchdown?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's an anytime touchdown score, and he's already got one. Maybe that's why he's not on the list here, but
yeah, you probably have to look for 2+ if that's an option. Yeah, to score 2 touchdowns, he's plus 700 to score 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
I like him to get another one too. He's one of the plus 700 is a nice number, but going back to what you were saying, if it gets out of hand quick, maybe he doesn't play. I don't know. I still think they keep him in for quite a bit. He's the type of player who's going to put the ball in his hand and try and make something happen. So,
yeah, surely with Dan Quinn
might be worth a little.
Yeah, I mean, surely with Dan Quinn being a defensive coordinator too, surely they'll make some kind of adjustments. You would think at halftime to kind of slow us down. I envision though Seattle goes down, scores right away on their, or maybe not right away, but they score on their first possession in the third quarter, and this night Washington.
Yeah, and that's what I just want to go ahead and pull these numbers up while we're doing it. So Zach Charbonnet, JSN, AJ Barner over the 20.5 receiving yards, Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt Beal over 20.5 rush yards at minus 114. And I put this on here because I think it's a good look for Zach Ertz, 1+ touchdown, plus 185. What can you is that the highest number y'all found?
No,
Seabass found it.
What was the number?
200 on FanDuel.
Okay, is that where the boost is? So DK has the boost is the reason I put that. So I'll go ahead and leave it at plus 185 because I believe you can boost it obviously above 200 unless somebody else has a boost. But plus 185, I think because we'll be able to boost it a much higher than that over at DraftKings. I think that'll be it. Well, I'll hold it there, and I might change it later on if I change my mind. But that's where we'll be at the moment.
I changed my mind.
I might change my mind.
Fluid.
I don't know what it is with the boost. I don't have time to put that in. I'm trying to put it in just into the screen.
I can't remember. I was chasing a little bit earlier with Kyron Williams, and at halftime I'd used that and got him at plus money. I think I bet him 3 different times to score. So when he finally scored a touchdown, I could finally breathe a little bit today.
All right, so Bo Dudley here is on Twitter, and thank you for hanging out with us, even if you're on the social medias. Bo wants to know, I think Seabass, you're the one that likes Kenneth Walker under rush yards since you like Zach Charbonnet so much because that puts him at he's at 26. He'll need 31 extra yards the second half. Do you like his under at all?
Man, it's one of those. It literally could go either way. It just depends on what happens in this opening drive with Seattle. If they get that touchdown or not. If they do, I think it's a good look. If they don't, I think the under is the better play. But 30 yards is a lot. But you've got a big lead. That's why I went with Charbonnet, because I just think that's more reasonable, more achievable, looking at the way this game is going, and then big play capability. I mean, you got to figure Washington knows that they're going to try to run out the clock. Their defense, I think, is going to load the box up to try and prevent the run because they need to get as many possessions as possible. So they're going to want to try to keep Seattle off the field.
Yeah. And using Zach Charbonnet is a great look. I think that's because it obviously is a much lower number. We did put it in at 34.5. It's already down to 33.5. Kenneth Walker now, the lowest number, if you want to go over, is 53.5. If you want to go in the under, 57.5 is what I see it over on FanDuel right now. So
FanDuel, yeah,
that's a
spot for Raphael Middle.
Oh my God. Like that's big. All right. So on the game real quick, because it is starting the second half right now, they're kicking off. Kevin's got a question about the under of 61. Right now we're sitting at, 31-7. So 38. So 22. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're looking at 3 touchdowns. 21 gets you there. You're under still, but like anything else happens, you're screwed.
Yeah. I just don't know if Washington has enough weapons right now. I mean, you just lost your third string wide receiver on the kickoff return, right? You got Deebo Samuel and Zach Ertz and a guy named Bill and Jeremy McNichols in your running game. So
is this a game where, in my opinion, you're going to get a garbage touchdown at some point in the fourth quarter? I just think from one side or the other, garbage is happening. I think that's true. I also think Washington can score 1 touchdown, and I think that we can get another touchdown here from Seattle just to make sure they keep their foot on the pedal. I think you're right there at the 60. The issue is you need one more possession. That's
Washington's not kicking field goals.
They're not, and that's the issue. And neither is Seattle. Well, Seattle might, but realistically, they're probably just going to go for it, just to flip the field and just keep going for 4th, just to give them extra work. But 2, there's no reason to kick a field goal. That is so tough, Kevin. That's a great question. I don't know if I have
can't pull
the answer
on that one.
No, I can't either. And that's what right now we're having Seattle still spreading them out. I believe
I think Barner just cashed his ticket. I think we just cashed AJ Barner. Yeah.
All right, check it out. Let me know, because right now we're setting at AJ Barner over 20.5 receiving yards, and I believe he needed 6 more to cash. He just caught probably 8. So let me know if you see his number change.
Yeah, we cashed it. He's at 24, so that's a cash.
That's an easy one, ladies and gentlemen. That's an easy one. No, Seabass, you're not getting pulled over. That's a cash ticket, so we'll cash that one for us for sure. So good call. Who was on AJ Barner?
I was.
All right, Robbie. And you just had a look right now from JSN. That would have been good.
Dropped it. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if he dropped it. That was a pretty good defense.
Did it hit him in his hands?
John Madden says if it hits you in your hands, you're supposed to catch it. So
that's right. Him and Art Monk.
Yes. Okay, it hit the defender in the shoulder, so no, he did not drop it.
No, see, fine. Look at that. All right, well, that is 1 AJ Barner cash. If we do this, I'm not sure if it's possible, but that was 1 drive, 1 cash ticket. If we continue on this path, we have a chance to cash every ticket, and we might even come up with more C-bats. Is that math to you?
Yes, sure. 1 drive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drives.
Nice. Well, I do have something I want to do, because this is always we're cashing tickets on a consistent basis. But Bo did ask another question before I get there. Bo Snow, what about Commanders' second half money line? Wow. As we just talked about, Bo, that number of the 61 scares me to death. Having them score more than 1 touchdown scares me to death.
They just look so terrible in the first half. Like, it was just brutal to watch them.
And when does Marcus Mariota come in?
Right.
That's the issue. And Bo's right. It's a great thinking. The problem is, these are the games that you end up losing your tail on, or you just completely just mop up, because you have to go with one method or the other. You have to go with your reasoning and your thinking, and you're going to put tickets on that thinking. Unfortunately, sometimes you can be completely off as he just threw a big pass to Zach Ertz, I believe. Yes. So
yeah,
maybe it's the right thinking. I don't have a lean on it one way or the other. Robbie, do you have any side on maybe a Commanders second half money line?
I don't. You know me with money lines and spreads. I'm not the guy to ask. The guy to ask is somewhere in Buffalo right now. So I no.
He's on a side quest.
Yeah.
I mean, so my answer is going to be I wouldn't play it only because right now it's minus 270.
Well, that's that's probably because of them moving the ball down the field right now.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we've cashed one ticket so far, and as always, we like to have fun here, but also we like to support our friends. So because he's on the show, I'm going to make you watch it.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Seabass, the only 5-star chef in the game. We all know sports betting is full of bad beats and tough calls, but when it comes to flavor, there's no second guessing. Bassett's Blends is the plus EV lock of every meal. We don't need a stinking model. Crafted with winning spices and bold taste, Bassett's Blends comes in 3 flavors, original, hot, and no salt, that's going to turn chicken, steak, vegetables, any dish into a can't-miss cover every night. With Bassett's Blends, there's no bad beats, no flavor fades, just guaranteed greatness. Check out the link right here where you can pick up your Bassett's Blends for a guaranteed lock every single night.
I'm not
There's
mad.
old Seabass. It was pretty good. There have been a lot of questions surrounding your our only commercial right now that we do, but we do it every time that we play. Or I'm sorry, that we play. Every time we put in our bets, and it's always going to be your stuff. But I thought it was only fitting that we had you on and just showed it to you. So there have been a lot of questions revolving around like, is it good for Duck? Because that was one of the things. Since I am an Anaheim Duck fan, people have asked, is it good for Duck as well? So your thoughts?
You're a Ducks fan?
Anaheim Ducks.
As of 2 weeks ago, Seabass.
Okay. I was going to say, I mean, isn't Nashville a little bit closer?
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I give you a yes and a no. Like, I like it on it, but it's not my go-to for Duck. I actually prefer a little Chinese 5 spice on my Duck. That's a nice hat. I like that. Is that literally comes over the? That's sure.
Yeah.
It's the Ducks, baby.
The
Ducks. Kevin says
DG,
good on popcorn.
Do you know if your team is playing right now?
I do. They were up 3-0. I have not looked at it since they were up 3-0. I haven't seen it.
3-1.
Yeah,
3-1. Jack
Kevin,
Hughes just scored.
Great on popcorn. Yes, that is a true story.
Robbie, don't ever try to get me like that. I am a real fan.
You got Google right in front of your face, so I mean,
I'm a real fan. How quick was that? I couldn't have Googled that fast.
Who's their goalkeeper?
He has a funny name. Rotan, Radon, something like that. Something.
I mean, I wish you could have said Bill.
It is Bill Krosky Merritt Rodon. It's not. Hold on, I will look it up. I'm drawing a blank, but
Dostal is, I think, their starting goalie.
That's it. I knew. I thought it was something. I knew it was like a whatever, one of those words. Yeah, sorry.
I know like 4 hockey players.
Dostal, yeah. I don't know either, obviously. But I do.
I know a few.
Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt, 20.5 rush yards. I believe cashed. Bo said it cashed.
Already. See? One drive.
Listen, we're 2 for 2.
He's at 24.
Look at this. Who is this, guys?
Look, I like to pop in every now and then and just, make you guys some money.
All right. So I think I actually spelled Ja'Cory wrong anyway, so I had to go back and fix this. So I'll fix this right now. But yes, we're 2 for 2.
2 for 2.
All right.
So this is gonna be the maybe JSN gets his or Charbonnet breaks off a big run. We'll call that. We'll get 3 for 3.
All right, so let's decide this together if this is all right. Because normally I don't like to go over the 30 minutes, and we're at the 30 minutes. But if we're cashing tickets, I enjoy ourselves, and we don't get to hang out with you very often. But I think until we have a drive that doesn't cash a ticket for us, I say we stay on the show.
Yeah.
At worst, we're here 3 more drives.
I'm okay.
I'm good.
All right, we're here. All right, so if you're watching us, thank you all. The number is obviously, big, and we do appreciate that. Everybody that's watching and hanging out with us, and so we are going to watch this. So we now are looking at on the screen live Zach Charbonnet over 34.5 rush yards. He did not get a carry, I don't believe, that last series. JSN had a pass thrown to him. It did not cash for us, but we're looking at him needing 20 yards. And then Ertz is obviously his number 1 target at this point. So
yeah, right.
We're feeling good.
I don't drive right now, right?
Yeah, and right now Kenneth Walker's in, so I'd imagine they're going to give him some run right now. But yeah, that's going to change.
Oh no, they went away from him. He's going to pass.
Oh, he overthrew him. Oh,
no, he didn't overthrow him. He ran the wrong way, and they did call a pass interference. Wow.
I'm not putting that on JSN. He's too good.
JSN should have went up and got that.
That's right.
I blame him.
That would have been it too, wouldn't it?
100%.
Yeah,
an easy 20.
Yeah. Well, he got past. It was not his fault. He didn't catch. It was pass interference.
He should have jumped as he should.
He should have Odell'd it. You got to Odell Beckham.
Yeah,
would have caught it.
I would have caught that. Like, I've caught worse than that. And look at his gloves. His gloves are so sticky. Have y'all ever worn the receiver gloves before?
Yes.
They're ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like,
you keep your hand like this, and everything just sticks to it.
Yeah.
My former roommate before I got married was a ex-professional football player. He never played professionally. I'm sorry, he never played in the NFL, but he played in other leagues around. I believe he played in the CF. Anyway, he got me, like, was not a guy that was, very much into football. That's just not the life I grew up around. It was all like baseball, basketball. My brother was soccer. And so, like, that's our lives. I never did football, but I know how to catch, whatever. Well, he got me playing flag football, and I got addicted because, like, those gloves, my God, you just like one hand catches, and it was just like so nice. And then, like, you just spit on them a little bit, and the tack comes right back. And so that was my thing, is like, man, you get those balls, and you just smack, and they're just, those gloves are just ridiculously sticky. They're awesome. Yeah,
that's how goalie gloves are too for soccer that I play. Soccer.
Gotcha. Yep. See, when I grew up, I played goalie. I believe it was 2 years in soccer, and ours were more of the foamy soft.
That's what I have for my kids.
There is the foam on there, but that foam, if you get the right gloves,
right,
the way they are, and then like Adidas used to have these. I used to wear. They called them like the backbone or whatever it was, because down the backside of your fingers they had like almost like a brace in there. So when someone's ripping 100-mile-an-hour shot at you, your fingers don't break off. So you got a little cushion there, cushion on the front, but very, very tacky.
Did you play soccer?
Yeah, I thought that was going to be my career for a while, and then a knee injury decided.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
How far did you go?
Well, so I didn't play in college because I was too small coming out of high school. But then I started playing in some semi-pro leagues around the D.C. area. Nothing major, but like I said, knee injury. I had a couple of tryouts down in Miami. Didn't work out for me. But I had a team up here that I played for in Manassas. They paid me a couple $100 a game every Sunday, bought me dinner, and paid for my gas.
Nice.
Yeah. Damn. So it was a good thing. They had. I mean, it was a pretty big deal. 20-team league. The closest I ever came to was third place in the league. Lost in the semifinals. Got selected for their select team. We traveled a bit. I played in a big tournament called Kopataka. Separated my shoulder in that one. That was really awesome too. Now I stick to a little pickup indoor stuff here and there with some restaurant buddies, and I'm out on injury right now as well. So
what'd you do now?
Strained a calf muscle.
Dude, don't play with those. I've been
out for a month and a half. Just
Yeah,
taking
I
my
just-
time. You know, I'm approaching 50 in a few years. Maybe I should start stretching before games. I don't know.
I would assume that'd be a good decision.
Yeah. Hard
Well,
hit. So my big issue is like I can sit here and tell you, like talent wise, yes, but I had the Allen Iverson mindset of I don't need to practice.
Yeah.
That sounds like
That's
my daughter. I don't need
yeah,
to practice.
where my downfall. I was like, guys, I'll just show up on game days. And yeah. You know, when you're young and stupid, you don't know any better. You think you know everything, and
Right.
that's
And then
what.
you're just a dummy in the end.
Yeah. You spend the rest of your life working in restaurants 60 hours a week. It's awful.
That's Kevin saying he has to stretch before he plays golf now. He's 55.
Man.
55. Listen, that's like I stretch now, and I'm like 40. So I don't even know how old I am. I think I'm 41. I don't remember.
I never have, not for any workouts. I never have, and I hate stretching.
I do too.
I just can't do it.
You remember, like in high school, I feel like we're all like relatively close in age. I think I'm probably the oldest one here, but I still feel like you guys were in the age bracket where you had the presidential physical fitness in like elementary school and high school, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I would crush everything. Get to the V-sit and reach, -2. Like I couldn't get past my toes. Like I'm just not flexible. I'm not flexible.
I'm not flexible either.
The worst thing.
No.
I just be like, done. Get out. I'm done. I'm not going past this. Is it?
Well,
Same.
The most flexible I ever was during college, is because we had to wake up, and every morning, unfortunately, 4 days a week, we were doing yoga lattes, and at 5 a.m. in the morning, yoga lattes for our team and our conditioning and all that. And because of baseball, you need all that core. And so that's really where it came to be. But it also became like mind over matter, because yoga sucks just in general. Pilates sucks just in general. You combine those two, it really sucks. It's a lot of holding and doing the different things. And it's not fun. But that's the most flexible I've ever gotten. That's the only time I've ever been like being able to bend down and like really touch my toes. Ever since that, nah, bro. You could have hanged that up. I ain't touching my toes ever again. Like with a straight leg. Never.
Yeah.
I would rather run like suicides or just run down and back to get warmed up. I feel like that gets me better than just stretching. Especially at 5 a.m. If I'm trying to stretch, I'm going back to sleep. Like it's just not going to work.
100%.
What is 5 a.m? What is that?
He's
My life.
He wakes up. He's very similar to how my wife is. My wife is 4:30 in the morning. Her alarm clock goes. She gets up, brushes her teeth, feeds the dog, and is working out by like 4:40. Like literally, I hear the weight hit the ground. I'm like, why? Like, what are we doing? You're stupid. I got at least another hour and a half under me. Like
time of the day I have. Because
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real. If I had to work out at 5 p.m. or later, it ain't happening, because I hate working out at night. By the time I get home, I'm done. I don't want to do anything.
I used to go work out at like 10, 11 at night when I was in college, just because it was refreshing to me.
Yeah.
Like I could do that, but I was much younger then.
Those days when I used to go to the gym, way back then. Yeah, I'd work my bartending shift or management shift, whatever, 10, 11 o'clock at night, midnight. Nobody's in there. Just
love it.
Yeah,
I love it. Kim says, Doctor told me to stretch more because of my back. She's not realize it doesn't help. She'll get stuck. I'm glad we have all these same issues, because that's kind of how I feel. And another big issue that we have is, 1, Sam Darnold threw a pick. That's important.
Yeah.
2, we went where we did not cash a ticket on that drive. That's not our fault. It's his fault. He didn't throw to JSN. But we're getting close to, I guess we're only halfway through the quarter, so it isn't that bad about the JSN
we really
number.
need an incompletion by Washington here, and for them to punt it back. That's what we really need, so that we get some time.
All right. Well,
or a Zach Ertz touchdown.
That would be great.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll end the show as soon as this Washington drive ends. So it could end right now, or we could finish But yes, there's a false start, and so I believe it's 3rd and long. So it was like 3rd and 9 now, or now it's 3rd and 9. And so looking at this, looks like, oh no, that was the false start. So now we're at second and 14. I thought it was 3rd. Good God, I'm so confused. It's been a lot that's happening over here, but yes, it's been bad. Robbie just said, "All right, screw it, I'm out." Not sure why he left us.
Maybe
Did you mean to leave us?
No, I couldn't hear you. You were on. I thought you were on mute, but I was trying to make sure it wasn't my crap messing up.
Well, I'm guessing it was.
Yeah, because now
I was getting everything.
That's say I was like, I didn't touch a thing. All right, we are now at 3rd down, and we'll kind of watch this as we go. But we're looking still as we want to go ahead and let everybody know what we're still playing. We've already cashed 2. AJ Barner over 20.5 receiving yards at -114. Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt 20.5 rush yards. We should have stayed on that number. That number seems to be it. 20.5 rusher receiving at -114. We're still looking for Charbonnet, which I don't think he's had a carry in the 3rd quarter. And JSN has been really close to cashing that for us. And at this point, realistically, we get one more, and we're obviously, that's a winning night on these 5. And so that's all we're looking for is one more cash, but we could cash a lot more. JSN's the only one that we're looking at needs to be done the next 6 minutes. And so we're paying attention to this Washington drive. It looks like personal foul, chop block on Washington has declined. All right, so that's all we have on this show tonight. Unfortunately, Washington let us down. It seems like the thing of the night, right? So,
yeah, they're oof.
Real quick, Robbie, final thought. Anything you're looking at else, or you're like, hey, I'm good on these when we already have?
You cut out again. I think it's my internet.
Right.
If you're asking if I'm making any more bets, no, I'm good. I'm good.
Seabass, final thoughts, man.
Listen, the only thing I'm looking for is my bed. I got nothing else in this game. The first half was painful enough to watch, and just making a few bets at halftime has made it somewhat entertaining, and hanging out with you two has made it a little more entertaining. But it's time to call. Yeah, no, I'm not.
Yeah, as you can tell, it's over. We're done. But they are going for it 4th and 15, which is incredible.
Okay.
The fact they're
Maybe we're not done.
Hold on, they're going for it. Is he throwing it? He's throwing it. He's gonna run. He got tripped. That sounds like the way this thing should go. That's all we have. Make sure you pay attention. We'll be back here Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. Eastern. Mark will be joining me tomorrow at our 2 p.m. show as we discuss the Cowboys. I can't believe you're not going to be on the show, Robbie, but the Cowboys and the Cardinals should be a good game overall. But that's it. That's all we have tonight. Thank you all that have joined us tonight, whether it's on socials or here at Weekday Wagers YouTube channel. We'll see you then.